Hadiza's health was deteriorating quickly. Each day, her strength waned and the weight of her past haunted her. The once beautiful, confident woman was now a shadow of her former self. The years of emotional and physical abuse combined with her illness had left her frail and weak. Alhaji Bello death had stripped her of everything. His family had taken all his wealth, leaving her with nothing but regret. One afternoon, as she lay on her mat in the tiny room she rented with the little money she had left, she overheard a conversation between two women in the market. They were talking about Usman. "Did you hear? Usman is coming back to the village. It's been years since he left with his children," one of the women said. Hadiza's heart raced. Usman coming back to the village? It had been so long since she had seen him or the children. She had heard rumors of his success abroad, how he had taken his children and given them a better life. But she never dared to return to the village until now. This was her chance, her last chance, to seek for forgiveness, to right the wrongs of her past before it was too late. That night, Hadiza made up her mind she would return to the village. She would face Usman and the children she had abandoned. She knew they had every right to hate her, but she couldn't leave this world without at least trying to make amends. The journey back to the village was long and painful. Hadiza was weak, and the illness had taken a toll on her. But her determination drove her forward. She arrived at the village late in the evening, just as the sun was setting. The familiar sight and sound of the village stirred memories within her, memories of the life she had thrown away. She approached Usman's family home, her heart pounding in her chest. The house was bigger now, more refined, a testament to Usman's hard work and success. Hadiza hesitated at the gate, her legs trembling beneath her. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. As she stood there, contemplating her next move, the door opened and there he was, Usman. He looked different, more matured and composed. The years had been kind to him, and despite everything, there was a calm strength in his eyes. He froze for a moment when he saw her, but his expression remained unreadable. "Hadiza," he said quietly, his voice calm but laced with surprise. "Usman," her voice cracked as she spoke his name, the weight of years of guilt pressing down on her. She could barely look him in the eye. There was a long pause before Usman gestured for her to come inside. Hadiza stepped into the house, her heart pounding in her chest. Inside, she saw Aminu and Zainab sitting at the table, both of them engrossed in their books. They had grown so much since she had last seen them. Aminu was almost a man now, strong and tall like his father. Zainab had her mother's delicate features, but her eyes were guided, filled with uncertainty as she glanced at the woman who had once been her mother. Hadiza's throat tightened and tears welled in her eyes. She had failed them, these beautiful children who deserved so much more than she had given. "Why are you here, Hadiza?" Usman's voice was steady, but there was an unmistakable edge to it. Hadiza swallowed hard. "I came to ask for your forgiveness," she whispered, her voice trembling with emotions. "I made a terrible mistake, Usman. I left you, I left our children. I thought I could find something better, but it was wrong. I was wrong." Aminu and Zainab stared at her, their expression unbreathable. Hadiza couldn't bear to meet their eyes. Her heart ached with the weight of all the years she had lost, the family she had abandoned. "I am sick," she continued, her voice barely above a whisper. "I don't have much time left. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I need to ask for it. I need to make things right before it is too late." The room was thick with tension, the silence unbearable. Usman's face remained impassive, his emotions hidden behind a wall of calm composure. "I prayed for you, Hadiza," Usman finally said, his voice low and measured. "Not for you to return, but for you to find peace. You hurt us, but we survived. We moved on." Hadiza's tears flowed freely now, her body shaking with sobs. "I am sorry, Usman. I am so sorry." Usman looked at his children, then back at Hadiza. "This is not just my forgiveness to give," he said softly. "Aminu, Zainab, what do you feel?" Aminu, now almost a man, stood up. His gaze was steady as he looked at his mother. "You left us when we needed you most, Mama," he said, his voice strong but laced with pain. "I don't know if I can forgive you yet, but I won't hold on to it." Zainab, her eyes filled with tears, spoke next. "I miss you, Mama," she whispered, her voice soft but filled with sadness. "But you weren't there for us. I want to forgive you, but it is hard." Hadiza sobbed, her heart breaking at the pain she had caused her children. She had hoped for forgiveness, but now she realized that healing would take time, if it ever came at all. Usman, seeing the anguish in Hadiza's eyes, sighed deeply. "You will stay here for a while," he said. "Rest, recover, but understand that forgiveness is not something that can be given so easily." Hadiza nodded, grateful for even this small mercy. She knew she had a long way to go to earn their trust if she ever could. For the next few weeks, Hadiza stayed with Usman and the children. They were kind to her, but there was a distance between them, a gap that couldn't be bridged so quickly. The children were polite but cautious, unsure how to rebuild a relationship with a mother who had left them behind. Usman remained calm, but Hadiza could sense the wall between them, the pain he still carried in his heart. One evening, as her illness worsened, Hadiza called Usman and the children to her bedside. She was weaker now, barely able to sit up, but she needed to speak before it was too late. "I don't have much time left," she said, her voice frail. "I know I've hurt all of you deeply, and I don't deserve your forgiveness. But I want you to know that I am sorry, truly sorry." The children stood silently, their eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and confusion. Usman sat beside her, his face calm but his heart heavy. "I pray that one day you will find it in your hearts to forgive me," Hadiza continued, her voice trembling. "I hope you know that I love you even when I wasn't there." Aminu and Zainab looked at each other, then at their father. They are still young, still learning the complexities of love, betrayal, and forgiveness. Usman, however, nodded quietly. He had long since made peace with his own heart, even if the scars remained. That night, Hadiza closed her eyes for the last time, leaving behind a family that would carry the weight of her choices for years to come. Life lessons. 1. The power of forgiveness isn't instant. It takes time to heal from deep wounds. Forgiveness is a process, and even when it is granted, trust and relationships may take time to rebuild. 2. The consequences of abandoning responsibility. Hadiza's choice to leave her family for a life of wealth came at a high price. Our decisions, especially when they hurt those closest to us, leave scars that take years, if not lifetime, to heal. 3. It is never too late to seek forgiveness. No matter how far gone a situation might seem, it is never too late to seek forgiveness. Hadiza's attempt to make amends, even in her final moment, shows that redemption is possible if one is sincere. 1. What does forgiveness truly mean to you? Is it a gift we offer, or does it always require actions from the person seeking it? What are the potential consequences of leaving behind those who care for you in pursuit of fleeting pleasures? 3. If you had the opportunity to correct your past mistake, how far would you go to mend relationship with those you've hurt? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share your answers to these questions in the comment section below. Additionally, let us know what you think about the story. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more engaging stories.